Marin hadn't realized how invisible she had felt before, until she wasn't anymore. Being with Metin didn't make her louder or different. It made her seen. In small ways. In ways that mattered. At work, people noticed her confidence. Not the forced kind, the calm kind. The kind that came from knowing where she stood. During a meeting, her idea changed the direction of an entire project. When the room went quiet, Metin caught her eye and nodded. She didn't look away. Afterward, a colleague whispered, "You've changed." Marin smiled. "I've grown." That evening, they cooked dinner together at her place. It was simple, clumsy, real. As they laughed over burned vegetables, Marin felt something she hadn't in a long time: safe. Later, as they sat on the couch, Metin turned to her. "You don't hide anymore," he said softly. "I don't need to," she replied. Metin brushed a strand of hair from her face. "I see you," he said. And for the first time, Marin believed it, not because someone else said it, but because she finally saw herself. It started quietly. A look held too long, a conversation that stopped when she entered the room, a name spoken in a lowered voice. Marin noticed. She moved on fast. Someone whispered, "He was waiting." Another replied. The words followed her through the hallways like shadows. At lunch, a colleague leaned in. "Are the rumors true?" she asked carefully. Marin placed her fork down. "Rumors only grow when people don't mind their own lives," she said calmly. That ended the conversation. Metin heard them too. "Do you want me to say something?" he asked that evening. "No," Marin replied. "Let them talk." She stood taller than the whispers, stronger than the looks. At a company event that night, she walked in with confidence. When Metin offered his arm, she took it, openly. Silence fell. Not because of shock, but because there was nothing left to question. Later, alone on the balcony, Metin smiled at her. "You handled it perfectly." Marin looked out over the city lights. "I spent too long caring what others thought," she said. "I'm done." And as the whispers faded into background noise, one truth became clear: she was no longer living quietly. She was living honestly. Marin knew the whispers would eventually turn into confrontation. She just didn't expect it to happen so publicly. During a team meeting, one of the senior managers cleared his throat. "There have been concerns," he said carefully, "about professionalism." The room went quiet. Marin felt every eye on her. She didn't look at Metin. She didn't look away. "Say what you mean," she said calmly. The manager hesitated. "Your personal relationship. Some feel it may affect my performance." Marin interrupted. She stood. "My work speaks for itself," she continued. "Before and after my personal life changed." Silence. She placed her hands on the table. "If excellence makes people uncomfortable, that's not my responsibility." Metin watched her with quiet pride. The manager nodded slowly. "Understood." After the meeting, people avoided her gaze, not out of judgment, but respect. That evening, Metin walked beside her in the parking lot. "You didn't need me," he said. Marin smiled. "I know," she replied. "But I like that you're there." He reached for her hand. For the first time, she didn't worry about who might see. She had chosen herself, and that made everything else fall into place. The call came late at night. Marin stared at her phone as it vibrated on the table. "An unknown number," she answered. "You thought it was over," Denise's voice whispered. "But you took something that was mine." Marin closed her eyes. "This ends now," she said firmly. "You don't get to decide that," Denise replied before the line went dead. Marin didn't panic. She called Metin. "I think they're planning something," she said calmly. "I'm on my way," he replied without hesitation. Within minutes, he was there. "They're trying to scare you," Metin said. "It means they've lost control." The next morning, a formal complaint appeared at the office. Anonymous accusations, half-truths twisted into lies. Marin read it once. Then she stood up. "I won't defend myself against fiction," she said to management. "Investigate. You'll find nothing." And they did. By the end of the week, the complaint was dismissed. Denise's name surfaced in the investigation. Consequences followed. That evening, As Maren stood on her balcony, Medan joined her. "No turning back now," he said. She nodded. "I don't want to." The city stretched out before them, wide, open, waiting, and for the first time, the future didn't feel frightening, it felt chosen. Once you choose yourself, there's no turning back.